So let's have a look at that first of all. Your first introduction, for some of you at least, to the Fragile to Agile Enterprise Architecture Framework. First thing I'll critically point out from this, is people here familiar with other frameworks like Zachman or TOGAF out there, the competitor architecture frameworks? A couple. First thing I'll point about this one is that it supports all layers of design. It operates at all different levels, and that's a fundamental differentiator from TOGAF and Zachman. So we can do strategic design. The same approach is used for conceptual design, project design. You can then go and do your next level of detail, your logical design for your project, your modeling, and the physical delivery can follow exactly the same framework. That's not by fluke. It's precisely what we're trying to do, because this framework was designed to support architecture the verb as well as architecture the noun. So the first thing it gives you is the capacity to be able to hang all your deliverables in there and say these are the set of deliverables that we need. So you've got your, I guess, your noun part that says I got to deliver one of these. So you've got all of those architecture pictures. But more fundamentally, and you can see it's intuitive, it supports the verb. Start with business intent. What are the financial outcomes, customer experience, staff experience, and partner experiences we're expecting strategically within a project? Same thing applies. From there, you drill down to saying, what does that mean at the strategic level? What the set of principles that means for, and we're going to go through each of these layers on Thursday. You haven't got time to do it in a quick cover. What does that mean for my business design? What does that mean for my people? And then what does that mean for my technology? Notice the order. Start with intent. Then you design your business. Then you think what that means for your people. Then and only then you design your technology. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean that this isn't iterative, okay? So you might come down to the technology here. Before you finalize this, the way I like to kind of view it, you get these 80% right, 90% right, choose you throw through here. You get down here. You want the opportunity for the IT people to say, hey, I've got a better way of doing that business design. If you take this and you feed it back in here. So you don't finalize this entirely until you've completed the whole journey. But most importantly, you start and you work your way through. We'll go through that in some detail next week. So I mentioned earlier that our things are outcomes driven, no business outcomes driven, no tail wagging the dog. So the first thing we do is deliver, and I'll just quickly jump back to the picture of the framework here, is these. What are the set of outcomes that you're looking in these domains to achieve over your strategic planning? And we're talking strategic at this level. So whatever your strategic planning horizon is, 3 years, 5 years, depends on the industry and how openness to change. Organizations typically have a particular strategic planning period they look at, or if they don't, we suggest that they do actually start to have one. What are the outcomes that you expect to get over that planning period?